Hello children, I'm your science teacher Tilak, and I would like to suggest you to subscribe my channel so that you get the notification at the earliest and you continue with your topics. So children, in today's class we are going to revise chapter number 6, Changes Around Us. And in this chapter we are going to understand and learn about slow and fast change, reversible and irreversible changes, and we will also understand the difference between chemical and physical change, and what is expansion and contraction and how is it used. So let's begin with changes around us. When we start our day, we come across so many types of changes. Do you know why these changes occur? Changes such as in weather occurs due to the heat of sun, and days and nights occurs due to the rotation of the earth. In the same way, every change has a cause. These causes can bring changes in shape, size, position, color, state, and internal structures. So we can classify the changes depending upon the time duration taken by them, such as breaking of glass, bursting of balloon, and bursting of crackers. All this take very short time period, whereas changes of season, yes, ripening of fruit, growth of plants, and even your own growth, it takes a long time, yes, so they are called slow changes. So we can classify the changes as slow change and fast change. Yes, you can observe the changes that is displayed in the figure here. Yes. Now, have you ever seen how quickly the glass breaks and you are not able to notice how it happened? It is so quick. So it's a fast change. Along with the ripening of mangoes, have you ever noticed of this fruit? Can you recognize it? Yes, it's a mulberry fruit. And these black, green, red, all these show the different stages of ripening of mulberry fruits. So you can understand it's a kind of slow or fast change. Yes, of course it's a kind of slow change. It does not take place in short time period. Now you can distinguish between slow change and fast change. Changes that occur slowly over days, years or months, they are called slow change, and the fast change which occur very rapidly in seconds or minutes can be classified as fast change. And you can guess of so many examples, right now I told you about the growth of tree from seed, ripening of fruit, and breaking of glass, bursting of firecrackers. All these are fast. Now let's discuss about physical change and chemical change. As you can see, physical change does not produce any new substance. The change can be on the physical characteristics such as color, shape, size. Yes, chemically no change occur. So there are so many examples here which can be classified as physical change, right? When you will tear paper, or when you will see the evaporation of water, yes. So all these changes can be classified as physical change, and no new substances formed during this physical change. But what is chemical change? Chemical change will occur when any chemical reaction takes place. So the composition of the substance is completely changed and a new substance is formed. For example, when you burn paper, dark carbon particles are formed. Similarly, when you cook omelette out of the egg, you will see completely different substances formed with different taste and flavor and smell, right? Similarly, your birthday cake. Do you remember what mother mixes to make? Yes, she makes the batter out of flour and so many other ingredients. And you will see that it changes into a cake, tasty cake, and its shape, size, color, everything changes, right? Even flavor changes. So let us see another way of classifying the changes. So changes which can be reversed by changing the situation or conditions, and same object is obtained which undergoes the change is termed as reversible change. So in this type of change, only alteration or change takes place in physical state of the substance, not like chemical composition, right? As I have discussed before. So we can say that physical change are reversible change, or reversible changes are usually physical change. And what about the chemical change? So can we again get back egg out of omelette, or flour or different ingredients from the cake? No. So they are irreversible change. But see, formation and interchange in the state of ice into water, water into vapor, all these are termed as physical change. Irreversible change or reversible change? It is reversible change. So now you can classify different changes into four categories, that is slow change, fast change, reversible change, irreversible change, right? You can look at the above pictures and you can classify them as different types of changes, and you can understand the significance of understanding these kind of changes, right? So you will try to think about its application in your real life also. So children, now you understand why you should not tear pages unnecessarily from your notebook. Of course, you should be knowing that this will lead to cutting down of more and more trees. And growing up from child to an adult human being is a long time taking process, and the irreversible one also. So don't you think we should understand the significance of our life, which is irreversible, and leave it in a positive and productive way? Now, what you can see in the picture, it is a pan in which water is boiling. So, can you tell me what kind of change is taking place here? What different ways we can classify the changes, such as blowing of balloon? If it bursts, then what way we can classify it? You can write down in the comment box. And when you crush a can you classify it as a physical change, irreversible or irreversible change? You will think about it, that the change is there in physical state of or chemical change, and how does it affects, right? Any new substance is formed, or it's the same old substance. Now you can think about the growth or blooming flower. It is a chemical change, reversible change, or irreversible change. I think now you are already clear about this, right? Now, if you have to write down reversible and irreversible changes, what is the basic difference between them? You can say that changes which are like temporary and which can be reversed by changing in the condition, right, are called reversible. And the changes which are permanent and cannot be reversed by changing the condition are termed as irreversible changes, such as burning of paper, curdling of milk, and rusting of iron. And the rusting of iron, this knowledge can be used to paint iron object and protect them from rusting. So can you tell me why the melting of ice takes place? Yes, of course, when it is heated. So what happens when it is heated? Why does it melt? So let us understand by our next topic, that is expansion and contraction. When gases, liquid, solid, etc. are heated, they expand. And what happens to the molecular structure? Their molecular structure are affected. They start expanding. For example, the mercury in the thermometer starts to expand when it is used for measuring the temperature of the patient. So what happens to the molecule? Let us understand. When any solid is heated, the tightly packed molecules will start moving very fast, and they will move away from each other, and this results in expansion of the solid. And in simple words, we can say that expansion is the increase in the size and shape of the substance due to heating or due to increase in temperature. And in other words, the is the decrease in the shape and size of the substance due to cooling of the solid, liquid, or gas. So you understand that when we heat, the gas, solid, liquid all will expand, and on cooling they all will contract. So we can say that the expansion and contraction is a kind of physical change in which simple rearrangement of the molecule takes place. In contraction, they are coming closer due to cooling or loss of heat, and in expansion, they are moving away from each other due to, yes, increased space, intermolecular space between them. Now, can you tell me, children, how the expansion and contraction property of the objects or the changes in the material has been used in these two cases? It is there in your book. I want you to go through the book, read and find out the answer, and answer me in the